Wolfpack! I'm Stephanie from Crownwood Creations, and today we're putting the xTool P2S to the test with engraving 7 different fabrics. Some of these materials turned out way better than I expected, while others completely fell apart. By the end of this video, we'll know which fabrics are actually worth engraving and which ones you should probably avoid. Let's get started! First up is this Cork makeup bag. I honestly didn't even know Cork came in a fabric form until I found this, and I couldn't resist trying it. It's surprisingly thin, but still has that classic Cork texture. For my first attempt, I used a deeper engraving setting. Unfortunately, the bag wasn't flat inside, so it shifted during the engraving and ruined the design. Not exactly the start I was hoping for. For the second attempt, I tried flattening it more and lower the engraving power. This helped a little, but the engraving was still inconsistent. Some areas engraved much deeper than others. Thankfully, I had one more bag to experiment with. This time, I taped the bag down so it stayed perfectly flat, adjusted my settings one more time, and success! This engraving came out much more even, and I really like the overall look. If you look closely, you can still see some of the engraving lines, so I'd probably tweak the line interval next time, but overall, I definitely call Cork a success. While I was shopping for the Cork bag, I came across this leather makeup bag, and I couldn't pass it up. Since I already sell engraved leather products in my shop, I use similar settings that have worked well for me before. Sometimes it's nice when something just works. The engraving came out clean, sharp, and exactly how I was hoping. Leather continues to be one of my favorite materials to engrave. Next, I wanted to test denim. Or what I thought was denim. After I bought the bag, I realized it wasn't denim at all. It was polyester made to look like denim. I decided to try it anyway. Almost immediately I knew something wasn't right. The engraving actually weakened the fibers so much that the material started tearing along the engraved lines. You can literally peel parts of the design right off the bag. However, I wasn't ready to give up yet. So, I tried a much lighter setting using only the outline of my logo. At first, it actually looked pretty good. So I got a little confident and engraved my name on the back using the same settings. Unfortunately, once I picked it up, the fabric started tearing again. So for now, polyester gets a big thumbs down for me. I'll definitely have to come back and test real denim another day though, because I'm still curious on how that would perform. After that disappointment, it was time to try linen. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much, but this one completely surprised me. The engraving came out clean, detailed, and best of all, the fabric stayed completely intact. No tearing, no fraying, nothing. This instantly became my favorite test so far. Feeling optimistic, I moved on to cotton. Unfortunately, the sweatshirt was made from a much thinner cotton than I expected. The engraving looked okay while it was still in the machine, but as soon as I picked it up, the material started falling apart around the engraved area. Definitely not something I recommend engraving on. Next was this canvas beach bag. I had pretty high hopes because the canvas is much thicker and sturdier than the sweatshirt. The engraving itself turned out really well. The only issue was that a couple areas engraved darker than I wanted, and the material had a pretty strong burnt smell afterward. I think with just a little less power, or maybe a faster speed, this could become another really nice material to engrave on. Last, but not least, was this blue poly cotton sweater. Since it was noticeably thicker than the cotton sweatshirt, I was feeling pretty confident, and honestly, the engraving looked fantastic. The detail was clean, crisp, easy to see. I was already thinking about all the possibilities when I picked it up, and yep, I ripped it. So close. I think this material still has potential, but it definitely needs more testing with a lighter setting. Overall, this experiment had a few surprises. Leather was dependable, as usual. Cork ended up being much better than I thought once I figured out how to make it flat. Canvas definitely has some potential with some setting adjustments. But the biggest surprise for me was the linen. I honestly didn't expect it to perform as well as it did, and it ended up being my favorite material of the entire test. Polyester, on the other hand, that's going to be a no from me. At least with these settings. But I'd love to hear what you think. Which material surprised you the most? And what should I test next with the xTool P2S? Leave your ideas down in the comments because I love trying new materials. If you enjoy laser engraving, DIY projects, and creative experiments, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and join the Wolfpack. Thanks so much for watching. Alpha Steph, out.